The White House declined to say whether the president privately consulted his advisors or spoke with President Obama about these serious allegations before publicly posting them on his Twitter feed. Vlad?
So, Margaret, since the tweets on Saturday, White House officials have come out and defended President Trump's claims. Might he be in possession of some proof that has yet to come to light?
Well, his advisor, Kellyanne Conway, told me that this is based on information the president has, but also his beliefs. But no facts have actually been presented to the public. And as president, he does have the ability, if he's in possession of information, to make it publicly available, to declassify it. And certainly something of this caliber would indeed be a serious scandal and overstepping of legal boundaries around the White House, because it's only the Justice Department that could issue a warrant for this kind of wiretapping. The president's not allowed to do so under U.S. law. And when it comes to foreign surveillance through those secret foreign surveillance court decisions here, that has to do with contact with those who are essentially considered spies, foreign surveillance. So for the president to have said these things, those two conditions would have to exist. Otherwise, he's accusing U.S. intelligence agencies of breaking the law. Again, another serious allegation.
And despite the lack of proof, Margaret, President Trump is calling on Congress to investigate this, much like he did when he talked about those illegal immigrants who voted in the election. Don't know what the status of that is. Where will this lead?
Well, once again, the White House is urging Congress to look into this. The question here is when they're asking Congress not only look into this, but also adding on these allegations of political interference in the election, it throws politics into something that those in the national security arena argue should be apolitical when it comes to what the intelligence community as a whole, all the 16, 17 different agencies within it said was a fact, which is that the Russians meddled in the election in some form or fashion by cyber hacking. So once again, that issue, which has been established as fact by the intelligence community, is now muddled by politics. And once again, a new allegation here of the sitting president accusing the former president of illegally wiretapping him, breaking U.S. laws, and certainly breaking any kind of code of conduct between presidents. So those are a tremendous basket of significant allegations being thrown around here. So it's really hard to say where this goes next. But one thing is for certain, Vlad, this doesn't put to bed or in any way get rid of negative headlines in terms of tying Russian contacts and Trump team or Trump advisors during the campaign. It doesn't take it out of the headlines. It puts it back in and just adds another life to this story that the White House so badly wanted to put behind them, particularly in the wake of that difficult story with the Attorney General Jeff Sessions having to recuse himself last week because of failing to disclose contacts with the Russian ambassador.
And Margaret, while some political analysts have suggested this may all be proven to be a distraction, what damage could this do long term if these allegations are proven to be false?
Well, if you put the politics aside, because that is messy, it's going to get messier. If you just look at what President Trump needs to do in terms of relying on and working with the intelligence agencies, this is yet another difficulty here, a little more salt in that wound that they were attempting to heal between the intelligence community and the White House because of past allegations the president and then candidate Donald Trump had made, accusing intelligence agencies of being political and not being focused on national security primarily here. But it also in some ways just confuses the public about this national security issue, and it conflates a lot of very serious things here. I mean, the national security advisor to the president, Mike Flynn, was fired by this White House for not being completely transparent about his contacts with Russian officials. Yet the White House is adding on to these allegations that all of this is just sort of made up or based on illegal premises. So it really muddies the water, kicks the dust up, and confuses the public, and that's never a good thing. You need the public to understand what their leadership is doing.
Margaret Brennan for us at the White House. Margaret, thank you.